Hello everyone and welcome to another Spec War video brought to you by James from mysmarterhome.com. Now a Spec War is a product comparison video that has three essential ingredients. Firstly, it's a comparison of 2 or 3 smart devices with more than 50 specifications analysed. Secondly, it focuses on fact and specifications, not opinion. And thirdly, it uses easy to read charts that are available to download. The 3 products I will be comparing today are smart security cameras. The Nest Indoor versus the Nest Outdoor versus the Nest IQ. This video has 9 different sections which you can see on the page in front of you. Basic specifications, security features, video and audio, power and storage, connections, design and warranty, home automation, remote access, reviews and ratings. This video is full of information, and so to move quickly between the different sections listed above, use the links in the description below the video. So let's get stuck in. Section 1, Basic Specs. All 3 cameras are made by the same company, Nest. Now Nest is a very young company which was only founded in 2010. It was bought out by Google in January 2014 for about 3.2 billion US dollars. That's not bad, is it? Nest makes devices for smart homes. Perhaps its most recognizable and also its first product is the Nest thermostat. These 3 cameras were launched a year apart from one another. The Nest Indoor Cam was released in June 2015, Outdoor was launched in July 2016, and the IQ was introduced only a couple of months ago in June 2017. Although all 3 of the cameras are nearly identical in size, the Outdoor and IQ models are nearly twice the weight of the Indoor camera, weighing in at just under 13 ounces. In terms of prices, which of course can change regularly, the Outdoor and the IQ are $299, whereas the Indoor is almost half that at $166. Section 2 is all about security features. All 3 of the cameras have night vision, but the IQ uses a more sophisticated version of it. The Indoor and Outdoor model use 850 nanometer infrared LEDs, whereas the IQ uses 940 nanometer infrared LEDs. My understanding is that the real difference between these 2 versions of infrared is that the infrared LED lights that the Indoor and Outdoor use are much more visible to the human eye, whereas the more sophisticated infrared LEDs used by the IQ model are virtually invisible to the human eye. And so if a nighttime intruder approaches either the Nest Indoor or Outdoor model, the glow of the infrared LEDs will make it obvious that the camera has a nighttime capability, whereas if a nighttime intruder approaches an IQ camera, there will be no giveaway infrared glow, and so the intruder will be none the wiser. The 940 nanometer capability of the IQ provides it with more stealth. Interestingly, it seems that there's no difference in the quality of the image that an 850 nanometer LED records as opposed to a 940 nanometer LED. Phew! On to other stuff. The Nest IQ is the only camera that has facial recognition technology. Facial recognition is one of the next big things in security. There are all kinds of rumours that the new iPhone might use facial recognition. And it is easy to see why. If a camera can recognize a face, it is the beginning of understanding between if a person is a friend or foe, a threat or a resident, an employee or an intruder. It is another step in automation. Most cameras at the moment just record images, and then it is up to the owner of the camera to decide if the person in the footage is a welcome or unwelcome guest. The IQ takes this sophistication a step further in another regard as well. It uses super sight tracking, which means that the camera can track an object as it moves in front of it. The lens in the camera physically moves with the object, keeping the object in the center of its focus continuously. The outdoor and indoor models cannot track an object. Although the head of the camera can be moved, it can only be done by a person swiveling it. The outdoor and indoor models do have a digital zoom and pan and tilt feature in their app, which allows you to look at different views of the recording images. These two cameras have a ×8 digital zoom capability, whereas the IQ has a more powerful ×12 digital zoom capability. To finish off this section, all three cameras use sound and motion alerts. Any unusual motions or sounds detected by the camera will trigger a message being sent to you. Section 3 is video and audio. Some of these specifications are a little tricky to get your head around, and so here goes. The indoor and outdoor models use a 3 megapixel lens that produce a full HD image, which is 920 by 1080 pixels. The Nest IQ uses an 8 megapixel lens that is capable of producing an Ultra HD image, which is 3840 pixels by 2160 pixels. But it only produces a full HD image, the same as the outdoor and the indoor models. The IQ's more powerful lens is instead used to give it a much better zoom capability, ×12, as we discussed in the last section. All three of these cameras have a 130-degree field of view. Field of view is a measurement of how much of the surrounding area a lens can see. 130 degrees amongst smart security cameras is what the top models tend to offer. All three cameras have two-way audio, which allows a person who is connecting to their camera via the app to have a conversation with anyone who is adjacent to the camera itself. To enable this, all three of these cameras have built-in microphones and speakers, with the IQ using higher quality components than the indoor and the outdoor. Finally, in the video and audio section, all three of these Nest cameras have a live stream feature. This enables a user to connect to their camera via the app remotely and see and hear what the camera is seeing and hearing at this moment in time. Section 4 is power and storage. All three of these cameras have the same power and storage needs. They are powered by a power cable and not a rechargeable battery. Most smart security cameras use a power cable, although the Arlo Pro does use a rechargeable battery. A very few smart security cameras, such as the Arlo Q Plus, use power over Ethernet as a means of power. But none of these cameras do. The only form of storage that these cameras use is cloud storage, called Nest Aware. Nest cameras do not use SD cards or allow you to create a backup via an external USB storage unit. Their reasoning being that if you're backing things up to the cloud, if the device itself is stolen, then you still have access to the footage. Whereas if you use local storage, such as by using a micro SD card, then if the device is stolen, then you lose the storage and the footage as well. Although Nest Aware comes with a free 30-day trial, it has two levels of subscription, a 10-day history and a 30-day history. The 10-day history stores all recordings for 10 days, and the 30-day history stores all recordings for 30 days. The 10-day plan is $10 per month or $100 per year, whereas the 30-day plan is $30 per month or $300 per year. All three of these cameras use Wi-Fi as their main means of connection. They use a 5 GHz as well as a 2.4 GHz speed to connect to Wi-Fi. Now at the moment, the 2.4 GHz speed is far more common in US homes. It is recommended that a smartphone with Bluetooth connection is used when setting up the indoor and outdoor models, but when setting up the Nest IQ, a phone with Bluetooth is required. And finally, in this section, all the cameras use 180-bit encryption, which is the same level of encryption that banks use. And it just describes how secure, when your footage is being saved to the cloud, how secure that connection is with cloud storage. Section 6 is all about design and warranty. All of the cameras only come in one choice of colour. The Nest Indoor is black, whereas the Nest Outdoor and Nest IQ are available only in white. All three cameras are made from polycarbonate, which means that they look and feel like real quality. The Nest Outdoor is the only one of these cameras that is designed to be used outdoors. As such, it has an IP rating of 65. IP stands for Ingress Protection, and these are standard ratings that show in simple terms how weatherproof a device or object is. The first number 6 means that this device is totally dustproof. The second number 5 means that the Nest Outdoor camera has a very good protection against water, such as light rain or light snow. For the device to be protected against a heavy rain or snowstorm, this number would need to be 6. The Nest Indoor and IQ models have temperature ranges that they work well within. These ranges are -4 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -20 to 40 degrees centigrade. And those same temperatures apply to the Nest Outdoor camera as well. Some smart security cameras that are available monitor air quality, but none of these do. Finally, in this section, each of these cameras comes with a 2-year limited warranty and a free 30-day money-back guarantee. They also come with free technical support. Section 7 is all about home automation. Home automation is a technical term used to describe the technology that powers smart homes. It's the ability of smart devices to connect to and interact with each other. There are a number of different languages or systems that devices can use to do this, and all of these Nest cameras have the same home automation compatibilities. The system that these cameras work with are IFTTT, or If This Then That, Amazon Echo, and Nest. They don't work with some other big systems such as Apple HomeKit, Wink, or SmartThings. Section 8 is all about remote access. This is the ability to control a device without physically touching it. It's one of the most desirable features of any smart device. It gives an owner the ability to control a device from the other side of the room or the other side of the world. These Nest cameras can be accessed using a special app for smartphones or tablets, or even using a browser on a traditional laptop or desktop computer. You can control the camera using an iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, or Apple Watch, as long as your device is running iOS 9 or later. If you want to use a smartphone that is powered by Android, such as a Samsung, or an Android-powered tablet, such as a Nexus, then you need to visit the Play Store on your device, and the Nest app will tell you if your device is compatible. None of these cameras have a Windows 10 mobile app, but they can all be accessed by browsers such as Firefox, Internet Explorer, Chrome, or Safari, as long as those browsers are fairly up to date. And the final section here is reviews and ratings. To finish the video, we will look at the ratings and reviews that these thermostats have received on Amazon. What I've tried to do is show some of the most helpful statistics. To state the obvious, these numbers will change on an almost daily basis, but I think that the overall trends that these numbers reveal will not change that much. The overall rating tells us that the indoor and outdoor cameras are very popular with buyers. Both of them have a 4.4 rating out of 5, which is a very high rating for any product. Both of these cameras also have a large number of written reviews. The number in blue shows the total number of reviews, and the number in pink shows the average number of monthly reviews. The Nest indoor and outdoor cameras have over 200 reviews being written per month. The outdoor has a higher monthly number of questions answered than its indoor brother, and the outdoor also has a higher percentage of 5-star reviews than the indoor model, 74% to 68%, and a much lower number of 1-star ratings. On the other hand, the IQ seems to be struggling. It is hard to make too many firm conclusions about a product which has only been on sale for a couple of months, but its overall rating is very low, 2.7 out of 5, and it has a much higher number of 1-star reviews than 5-star reviews, which is very ominous. Reviewers are criticizing the Nest IQ for being buggy, that it keeps crashing or it doesn't perform to the high standard that the marketing suggests it should. Only time will tell if, as improvements are made by the Nest team, the IQ will become as much loved as the indoor and outdoor models are. And that's it for my spec war. Thanks for watching this review. I hope that my comparison will help you to decide which Nest camera is the best for you. If you have any questions, please ask me. If I've made a mistake, please tell me. Or if you have any ideas for my next review, let me know.